AMT4 system is conformed to GB 321792 standard magnetic characteristics of automatic measurement system, which is used for detecting ferrite, AlNiCo, samarium cobalt, NdFeB, and other rapid quenching materials to get their hysteresis loops or demagnetization curves of different temperature: bromine, hexachlorobenzene, HCl, BHmax, HK, and other magnetic parameters. It can meet the different requirements from laboratory to production line, including testing functionality, accuracy, power, reliability, efficiency, price, and placed environment. Next, let me introduce the AMT4 about its installation, use, and matters need attention. 1. Host panel features are visible in the 5th chapter of the user's manual. 2. Instruments to be installed to connect it. Details are as follows. 1. Control line. Connection method. Open the control box of electromagnet, respectively attach one end, that is thread line with pressure wire terminals, to the terminal M6, red, black, in the lower right of the control box, and the A2 feet of the AC contactor correspondingly. Attach the other end called X16J4PJ 1.5 to the corresponding interface on the instrument back panel. Power line. Connection method. Respectively attach one end, that is 4 core wire according to the color, to the axis of the rear panel device, where identifies A, B, C, 0. The other end goes to the external power supply. Electromagnet power line. One end, along with the light box line, according to the color, goes to the 2 terminals, size M8 or M10, in the left of control box. The other end goes to the corresponding interface, electromagnet, on the instrument back panel. Then good, we will close control box door. Ground line. One end goes to interface ground on the instrument back panel, and the other goes to the external ground. B or J coil box. One end is fixed to the electromagnet working cupboard. The other end, called X14K4PJ, plugs into the B or J coil on the instrument back panel. Hall probe. One end is fixed to the probe shelf, placed on the electromagnet working cupboard. The other end, called X22K10PJ, plugs into the interface Hall probe on the instrument back panel. ADDA data acquisition board. First, install the ADDA data acquisition board. Please note that the ADDA data acquisition board is fixed to the computer PCI slot. ADDA data lines connection. One end plugs into the computer 37 socket interface. The other end, called X14K7PJ, plugs into the computer on the instrument back panel. Test the software installation. Read the instructions in the 8th chapter, the installation of software. 3. Operation. Before using, check the full set of equipment. If it's a reliable connection, then begin to use. Close the MCB, open the computer, and measure the power switch instrument. Before measuring, we should preheat sample 20 minutes, then click the switch reset on the front panel. 1. Calibration. Start testing software system and press down computer button while keeping the other front panel buttons lifted. Enter calibration menu to input calibration value. Then click Confirm. If the difference between the upper and lower pole head is larger, should be properly increase the current coefficient. Otherwise, show runtime error 9, overflow. At the meantime, remove Hall probe out of electromagnet to unmagnetize the field. Then click Auto Adjust of probe 0 and observe if the H parameter on right display area is +0. If not, please adjust it to +0. Through removing the plane scroll, the way to adjust the B parameter on left display area to +0 is that press Reset button without stopping. Simultaneously, adjust B0 adjust rolling on back panel before it is +0. After the 0 adjustment, put Hall probe and calibrating coil back to electromagnet and unify 2 poles of electromagnet. Then, click Auto Adjust Drift. If the stability of drift is OK, then click Full Program or Mid Program. It doesn't mean the calibration is completed until appearing a black and red line crossing the first and second quadrant. Testing sample. We should choose test methods according to the type of materials. Hysteresis loop measurement. Ferrite, AlNiCo, and samples of low intrinsic can be measured for hysteresis loop. Enter input menu. Input related parameters of sample, such as size, material name, data, and code. Choose a suitable measure coil. Suitable coil is coil which square not exceed 2.5 times cutter surface square on sample magnetized direction. Choose a suitable magnetizing circuit and anti-magnetizing circuit in accordance with the sample property and size. Put the sample into the coil and then put them into the electromagnet. Close 2 poles of the electromagnet. No need to determine the sample polarity. Enter the setup window. Select the hysteresis loop. Enter measure window. Click Auto Adjust Drift. After stability of drift, click Start. Then it can automatically measure hysteresis loop. After testing, we can archive for facilitate query. Demagnetization curve measurement. NdFeB. Samarium cobalt rare earth samples can only be measured for demagnetization curve. Enter input menu. Input related parameters of sample, such as size, material name, data, and code. Choose the suitable measure coil. Suitable coil is coil which square not exceed 2.5 times cutter surface square on sample magnetized direction. Choose a suitable magnetizing circuit and anti-magnetizing circuit in accordance with the sample property and size. Enter the setup window. Select the demagnetization curve. Enter measure window. Click Auto Adjust Drift. After stability of drift, adjust the sample polarity and put it into coil, then put them to the electromagnet. Close poles of electromagnet and click Start. Testing can be performed automatically. After testing, we can archive for facilitate query. Print. Select test, number, units, SI or CGS, table or curve, confirmation, print. Query. Input conditions, then click Confirm. 4. Notice. 1. Throughout the measurement process, we should pay attention to controlling the sample temperature and the heat of electromagnet. 2. Keep the surface smooth to ensure the sample and Hall probe be placed in a uniform magnetic field area, and the sample coincide with the polar surface in order to form a closed loop. 3. After measuring, we pop up the button computer and the instrument front panel, exit measurement software, and then close the equipment and the computer's power, and put down the air switch.